Why do you stop me, Shiro? She is Archer's master. We have to kill her here. No, Saber has no intention of stopping. She only stopped because I said so, and she is ready to bring her sword down at any time. I'm telling you to wait! You're calling me master, but I don't understand anything at all. If you're going to call me that, I think you should explain things to me first. Well, that's a stern look. Saber doesn't answer. She only stares at me in silence. You're doing this in the wrong order, Saber. I still don't understand who you are, but I'll listen if you talk, so please don't do this. Saber is silent. Still pointing her sword at the fallen enemy, she looks at me discontently. Aw, kawaii desu! Look how kawaii desu that is! So kawaii desu. What do you mean by that? Are you demanding ideals like not hurting anyone unnecessary? Huh? Not hurting anyone unnecessarily? Well, it is true that we should avoid fights as much as possible, but I'm not so good-natured as to release someone who came to attack me. So, you are saying, do not take life, even if it is that of the enemy, correct? I will not obey such an order. An enemy is someone you must defeat. If you still want me to stop, make me obey with your command seal. Huh? I'm talking about you. A girl shouldn't be swinging swords around, all the more so if you're hurt. Oh wait, I don't even know if it's a sword or not, huh? Anyway, you can't do that. Whoa! So much cute Saber stuff. Why am I so, calling the cute stuff out? We've already had I don't know, I guess I'm just in the mood. Guess I'm in a great mood today, guys. Although I haven't taken a break recording this. At least I'm making it seem like I haven't. Saber looks dumbfounded as if taken aback. How long were we standing like that? So, when will Saber-san lower her sword? The figure on the ground suddenly speaks. Saber suddenly concentrates her attention on her sword. Give up. I have no sword to lower in front of an enemy. Even if your master says to lower it? Wow, so even Saber would betray her master, huh? Saber grits her teeth. But Saber lowers her sword and relaxes. Saber's hostility disappears, so she must have put away her sword as well. I see. Then I can stand up, right? The one on the ground stands up. She looks shamelessly brushing her rear. That's Tosaka. This is quite possibly the greatest thing Tosaka related I have seen all day. Look at that. That's incredible. That's like a good. I don't know. It just looks great. Hey, wait a second. That sulky person is definitely. What? You're Tosaka. Yes. Good evening, Emiya-kun. Tosaka Rin replies with a big smile. That gets me. If she greets me normally like that, everything that happened up till now seems like a dream, and no, my head's about to explode. Jeez, how easy would things be if it did? So you were using magic right now, so that means I'm a magus. Well, we're the same, so it's not something I need to hide. When she replies clearly like that, it makes me seem stupid for asking. Let's talk inside. You don't know anything, right, Emiya? So, saying, she walks toward the entrance. Wait, what are you thinking? And then she turns, and the smile on her face isn't like the previous one. Are you stupid? I'm thinking about a lot of things. That's why I want to talk to you. Emiya, it's good to be surprised by the sudden turn of events, but it could sometimes cost you your life if you don't just accept it. Incidentally, do you understand that now is one of those times? She glares at me. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. It's fine if you understand, so let's go to your place. Oh, she wants to go to my place. Uh-huh. I wish. Tosaka goes through the gate. She's really pissed. Now that's Tosaka. It's only natural. You know what? These two lines, she's really pissed. It's only natural. Someone out there, if you can, take a screenshot of that Tosaka thing where she's getting up and wiping off the back of her skirt. Can you, take that and then put she's really pissed, it's only natural, right below that, and then send it to me. Link it in the comments. I'll check it out, and I'll shout you out in one of the future episodes. She had she had a sword pointed at her until now, and she was almost killed. No, but still. Is it just my imagination, or is she totally unlike how she seems at school? That's usually most people, right? Everyone in school is trying to put on a certain face. So, I'm in a strange situation. In front of me is the school's #1 idol, whom I admire, Tosaka Rin. And following silently behind me is Saber, who calls herself a servant. Oh, the hallway suddenly feels like a different dimension. He's like sandwiched in between two really attractive women, and he's like, this can't be real. I mean, I would do the same thing as well. But I can't be a coward forever. I'm a magus. Even if I am just an amateur. Tosaka Rin, a magus just like me, is acting so fearlessly, so I have to act firmly too. But I can only work out a few things. First, about Saber. Who's following me? And I'm sure she is some kind of familiar because she calls me master, and I've made a contract with her. I hear that a familiar is some kind of assistant for a magus. I mean, I know what a familiar is. Most Magi transfer a part of their body into something and summon it as another self. For the other self, a magus usually uses a small animal. That's simply because it's easy to take over the mind of something like a cat or a dog. Some Magi use a human as their familiar, but they need enough magical energy to restrain a human at all times if they do such a thing. But if one constantly uses enough magical energy to control someone, it would take most of the Magus' magical energy to sustain the But that'd be putting the cart before the horse. A familiar is something that assists the Magus. To reduce the burden of the Magus, it is commonly accepted that small animals are most suitable. So I've been taught, but... What is it, Shiro? No, it's nothing. Saber looks human no matter how you look at her, and she is clearly superior to me, her master. I don't have the magical energy to control such a person, and more than that, I don't have the magical circuit to summon a familiar. So Saber must be something rather unlike a familiar. She said she is a servant. I don't know what that is, but I think that the man called Lancer and the man in red with Tosaka were the same thing. That it must be that Tosaka is also called a master. I just saw her magic skills. If I am worth half a magus, she is worth about 3 Magi. Though, of course, there is no point in comparing me to other Magi when I can only use the strengthening magic. Anyway, Tosaka is an amazing magus, and any spiritually superior land is a family of Magi that looks after the land. The Emiya family only came to this land in Kiritsugu's generation, so we're strangers. That's why I don't know that the Tosakas were Magi, and I don't think Tosaka knew that Emiyas were a family of Magi either. There are several Magi in this town that I don't know about. If Lancer is the familiar of another Magus in this town, that doesn't mean that I stuck my head into a conflict between Magi? Wow, it's pretty big. Japanese style is unusual for me. That's what she said. Can someone do that as well? Someone watching this video for me? That would be great. Oh, is that the living room, Emiya-kun? Saying so, Tosaka goes into the living room. Let's stop thinking for now. Let's just listen to Tosaka's story. Hey! I turned the lights on. It's already past 1 in the morning. Ooh, it's late. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. I was like, it's Sakura. No, it's Tosaka. Also her face. It just freaked me out. Oh, it's so cold. What's this? The windows are broken. I couldn't help it. I was attacked by the Lancer guy. I was just desperate. Oh, I see. Then were you fighting him alone until you summoned Saber? I like the way her face looks in this. I just, when it shows a sprite like this where she's just like calm, I just like the way her face. It's just so well designed. I don't know what it is that catches my eye about it, but I think it's the art style. That's what I think it is. It's so 90s, but it's not. I don't know. It just looks good. Oh, I see. They were fighting him alone until after you summoned Saber. Or they were fighting him alone until you summoned Saber. I didn't fight him. He just beat me up. Oh, so you don't try to show off, huh? I see. You're really just as you appear, Emiya. Tosaka walks over to the broken window, takes a shard of glass in her hands, and eats it. That would be funny. Tosaka takes a piece of shattered... Oh, is she actually doing it? Is she going to eat the glass? Tosaka takes a piece of the shattered glass, takes a look at it, and... Okay. For people watching this, that are German, or no German, I apologize. Minuten vor Schweiven! She cuts the tip of her finger and puts a drop of her blood onto the glass. Exclamation question mark! What kind of magic is this? Look at Smug. She's so happy that she could do that in front of Shiro. Oh, I love it. Tosaka is the best. That's why I love Tosaka so much. The shattered glass combines on its own and restores itself in a matter of seconds. Tosaka, it's just a small demonstration. It won't be enough to repay you for saving me, but I have to at least do this much. Oh my god. Smug Tosaka is the best Tosaka. Well, I'm sure you would have fixed it if I hadn't, but that's just a waste of magical energy, right? All you really have to do is replace the window, but we don't want to talk in this cold, do we? She says so if it's something natural. But needless to say, her skills are beyond my understanding. No, that's amazing, Tosaka! I can't do that sort of thing, so I'm glad you fixed it. That's... Tosaka is the best. This is why I love Tosaka so much. Huh? There's no way you can't... Sorry, her face is the best. Huh? There's no way you can't fix it? Handling glass is so elementary. Restoring glass that broke a few minutes ago is only like an admission test for any school, right? So that's how it is. I was only taught by my father, so I don't even know the basics or the elementary stuff. Ah, so cute. Huh? Tosaka freezes. I guess it's too cold. Damn it, it seems like I said something I shouldn't have. Wait, then you're saying you're just an amateur who can't even run your own workshop? I don't have a workshop. Well, I do have that shed as my training area, but I think Tosaka would get mad if I called that my workshop. I think it's impossible, but I'll ask anyway. Cuteness overload. Usually I don't care about the cute kawaii desu anime stuff, but holy balls. Is balls too harsh a word to use in this context? I think so. I think it would be. think it's impossible, but I'll ask anyway. Could it be that you don't know how to handle the 5 main elements or how to make a pass? What the hell's a pass? I honestly meant that I do not know. Oh, now she's got that serious look. Wow, that's scary. She's so beautiful usually, so she looks pretty scary now. There's that face again. What are you? Just an amateur? That's not true. I can at least use strengthening magic. Strengthening? That's an awfully odd magic. So you can't do anything other than that? How is strengthening an odd magic? I never understood that. In the show, they would always be like, strengthening magic, that's such a weird thing to have. To me, wouldn't that be a good thing to have? Even though, like, if you're fighting... Like, well, no, it would make more sense anyways. If you're fighting these super powerful people, and if one of the servants decide to attack one of the masters on the other side, wouldn't it be best to have, like, strengthened leather that's as good as steel, you know? Or as good as, like, tungsten or something? I don't know. So that is weird to me. I don't know. Tosaka glares at me. Well, to be honest, probably not. Her glare makes my answer vague. Vague. Oh my god! It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Jeez, why did Saber get summoned to a guy like this? She sighs. It makes me mad. I've been playing around. I know I'm an amateur, but I don't think it matters right now. Well, I don't care. There's no point in complaining about what's happened already. More importantly, I have to pay back my debt right now. Tosaka takes a breath. Well, I'll begin. Emiya, you don't know what kind of situation you're in right now, correct? I nod. I thought so. Well, I could tell easily, but I have to confirm, right? It's only putting flab on my mind if I tell someone that already knows about that. It's only putting flab on my mind. That's an interesting saying. I think that was a weird phrase. Oh, so Shiro even picks up as well. Okay, I thought maybe it's just like a Japanese thing, but no. Tosaka's just a nerd. I think that was a weird phrase, but I stay quiet as I think she'll beat me up if I make fun of her now. To put it bluntly, you have been chosen as a master. You have a holy sign on one of your hands, right? On your hand or on your arm. There are personal differences, but there should be 3 command seals engraved. That is the sign of a master. On my hand. Oh, this. Yes, that is also a spell that rules the servant, so take care of it. It's called a command spell, and you can retain control over your servant as long as you have it. What do you mean, as long as I have it? The command spell is an item of unconditional obedience. I think you've already realized that servants have their own will, but that mark overrules their will and makes them obey your command. There's no spell needed to activate it, and it will be activated when but you'll lose 1 every time you use it, so make sure you only use it twice. If you lose all your command spells, you'll be killed, so be careful. What? I'll be killed? That's right. It's fundamental in the Holy Grail War for masters to kill other masters. And the master that kills the other 6 masters is awarded with the Holy Grail. What? But, hold on. I don't understand what Tosaka is talking about at all. Like the part about masters killing other masters. And the part where the winner gets a Holy Grail? What? Does she mean that Holy Grail? You still don't understand. To put it simply, you've been dragged into a game. A survival game between the 7 masters. A game called the Holy Grail War. A battle royale between the masters that won't end until you kill all the others. Tosaka reinstates so as if it's the most natural thing in this world. That phrase swirls in my head. I've been chosen as a master. Tosaka says she is a master. Familiars called the Servants, and a battle to the death between other Magi called the Holy Grail War. Wait, what is that? What are you talking about all of a sudden? I understand how you feel, but I'm just telling you the truth. Besides, you should understand deep down. You should know you're in a situation you can't run away from, having been almost killed by that servant twice now. That's... Certainly, I was almost killed by that Lancer guy, but... Smug Tosaka. Oh no, that's wrong. In fact, you were almost killed. You were killed. Surprised you're alive again. Tosaka's comment finishes me off. Finish him! That's right. That guy killed me, and I certainly died. No excuse nor negotiation was possible. I was just someone who had to be killed. So, even if I do deny this battle to the death that I cannot understand, the others in it will not withdraw. Do you get it now? Then I'll go on. I don't exactly know what the war is, but I know that every few decades, 7 masters are chosen and given servants. I'm also chosen as a master, so that's why I made a contract with a servant, and you made a contract with Saber. Think of the servant as a familiar, given to you by the Holy Grail to win the war. And as masters, we are to work together with our servant to kill other masters. Tosaka's description is too brief for me to understand, but there is one thing I do wonder about. Hold on, you say Saber is a familiar, but I'm not convinced. Familiars are things like cats and birds, right? Well, I do hear that some use human ghosts, but Saber has a body. Besides, she doesn't look like a familiar. I glance at Saber. Saber is quietly listening to our conversation. She looks just like a human being. I don't know her identity, but she's a girl about my age. There is no way that Saber is like 17 or 18. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. For one, she's like hundreds of years old, technically. But... She's gotta be like in her 20s, right? And she looks like she's 30. Just having a girl like that near me is more than enough. So I don't get it when she tells me that Saber is a familiar. And besides, my heart is pounding right now. I mean, mine would be too if I was in a room with those two. Familiar, huh? Well, servants are in that category, but they are on a different level. Because that girl over there is a Ghostliner, considered to be the strongest of all familiars. Ghostliner? Then do you mean she really is a ghost? A human ghost that stopped living a long time ago. The remaining minds of those with strong abilities who remain in this world even after they die. But that doesn't make sense. A ghost doesn't have a body. A ghost can only be hurt by ghosts. So, as I have a body, a ghost shouldn't be able to kill me. A ghost, huh? She's similar, but Saber would kill you if you compared her to one. Servants are heroes of the past given bodies, beings surpassing humans, more like spirits. Huh? Heroes of the past given bodies? That's right. A legendary hero was pulled from the past or the present, or whenever and given a body. Oh, kawaii Tosaka! Well, it's the role of the master to summon them, and the Holy Grail does the rest. It's impossible for a magus to give shape to a soul, so we're assisted by a strong artifact. Hold on. So a hero of the past means... What? I look over at Saber. Then she's a heroine from the past too? Well, it's true that nobody would dress like that now, but still. It's impossible. I've never heard of any such magic. Of course not. This isn't magic. Think of it as a phenomenon created by the Holy Grail. It's impossible to recreate a soul and give it a body without it. Recreation of the soul. Then a servant isn't a ghost. No. Haven't you been taught that by any humans, animals, or machines that leave any great achievements behind, get removed from the ring of reincarnation and sublimate into beings of higher rank? That was a ridiculous sentence. Let's move on. Heroic spirits are like that. To put it simply, they have been worshipped and made into artificial gods. Ghost magics, such as... Ghost magic, such as supplicating ghost, uses heroic spirits to make miracles happen. I don't know if this part wasn't really proofreaded, but doesn't read like it was. But the servants are familiars of the heroes themselves. So they accompany you in spirit form, but if need be, you can give them form to make them fight. So you mean you can give them form or keep them in spirit form? I don't see your servant, so he's in spirit form right now. No, he's healing his wounds in the summoning circle at my house right now. Saber wounded him just now, right? If I hadn't withdrawn him by force, he would have had his head chopped off. Look, the only ones who can beat these servants are other servants, spirits like them. Well, we can hit them too if they take form, so we might be able to beat them. But servants are all strong as monsters, right? So we let monsters deal with monsters. The master usually supports them from behind. Ugh. Huh? Tosaka's explanation irritates me for some reason. She calls them monsters. I don't know about the other servants, but I don't want her to talk about Saber like that. Man, Shiro loves the ladies. Anyway, someone who becomes a master must kill all the other masters using his servant. Do you understand it so far? In words, yes, but I'm not convinced. To begin with, who started such a thing and why? That's not something I know about, nor should I answer. You should put that kind of question to the one overseeing the Holy Grail War. The one thing I can tell you is that all you can do now is to fight, and servants are powerful familiars, so you should use them wisely. Tosaka says so, and now turns to Saber. So, from what I hear from Emiya-kun, you must not be in full form, Saber. You were summoned by an apprentice magus who has no idea how to be a master. Yes, I am not in full form, as you say. Since Shiro does not have the magical energy to give me form, it will be difficult for me to turn into a spirit or to replenish my magical energy. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you were in that bad of a state. But I didn't think you'd tell me, honestly. I was wondering how I ought to find out your weakness. I do not wish to let others know of my weakness, but I do not think I can fool you. It would be meaningless to hide our situation from you. So it would be better for us to tell you of our situation, and to have Shiro better understand the situation he is in right now. Correct. And you have a good personality, too. Jeez, I'm regretting it even more. If I was your master, I would have certainly won this war. Tosaka clenches her fists with anger. Tosaka, do you mean I'm not fit to be her master? Of course not, baka! Wow, she just said something that any normal person would have trouble saying. What? Do you have any more questions? And she doesn't realize it. Her honor student image from school crumbles inside of me. Good going, Issei. Tosaka certainly shows no openings, just like a devil. Well, we're done talking, so let's get going. Tosaka suddenly says something strange. Huh? Go where? We're going to see the guy who knows all about the game you're involved in, the Holy Grail War. You want to know the reasons behind the Holy Grail War, right? Of course, but Where is it? It's already late, so... It'll be fine. It's in the neighboring town, so we should be back by dawn if we hurry. And besides, it's Sunday tomorrow, so it should be fine if we stay up late. No, that's not the problem. It's just that a lot of things happen today, so I want to have a rest and think about them. What? You're not going? Well, if you say so, but what about you, Saber? Tosaka asked Saber. Hold on, this has nothing to do with Saber. Don't push her. This face, the faces Tosaka makes. Tosaka's the best. Oh, you're already feeling like a master. You don't want me talking to Saber. That's not it. It's just that if what you said is true, then Saber is a heroine from the past, right? So she wouldn't know about this time since she was summoned. So? She wrote, "That is wrong. Servants can adapt." She wrote, "That is wrong. Servants can adapt to any time, so I know a lot about this age as well." Really? Yeah, this is not the first time I've been summoned to this age. What? No way, what are the chances of that? Hey, Tosaka is surprised too. So that must mean Saber said something incredible. Shiro, I agree with you. You lack experiences as a master. As a servant making a contract with you, I want you to be stronger. Saber stares at me silently. It's a gentle stare that's worried not for herself, but for me. Alright, I'll go. So where is this place, Tosaka? It's a place we can come back from, right? Of course, we're heading to Kodomine Church in the neighboring town. That's where the false priest, the one who oversees this battle, is living. Tosaka makes an evil smile. It looks like she's having fun dragging me around while I don't know anything. I don't trust this Tosaka. She's always smiling evilly at me, looking at me weird. It scares me. You know, Tosaka is the kind of girl in my school, like, if you walked up to her and you started talking to her, there's a 50-50 chance she would insult you or kick your ass. So, and that's kind of what Tosaka is. She's just, and I mean, yeah. It's great. Tosaka's the best. Might just be prejudice, but I'm not beginning to feel like there's a problem with her personality. Damn, Shiro.